You are probably keeping too much money in your normal bank or savings account. If you're not aware of high-yield online savings accounts, you could be missing out on a really important savings habit that over time make a big difference in your financial future. Now, I get it, you might not have heard of these before, or the idea of putting money outside of a bank might be alarming to you, knowing which ones to pick. You might have ethical dilemmas over investing in savings. I totally get it. My name is Michael Wheelwright. I am the managing director of a registered investment advisor called Holistic Finance, where money meets meaning. And it blows my mind to see how many of the people I talk to still generally keep too much money in the bank. Ideally, you're only keeping about a month and a half's worth of living expenses so that you know all your bills are covered, plus any random unexpected hits to the bank. Beyond that, your emergency savings, the things that you're holding for the car breaks, travel coming up. A high-yield online savings account could be an excellent place for you to do that. We're going to look at a few of the options that are out there today that are easy to set up and go over the benefits of a high-yield online savings account. I want to start by showing you the average bank pays very, very little if you're keeping it in their normal checking or savings account. Let's say you're in the habit of keeping an extra 10 grand at your normal bank, more than you need. Over that 10-year period, if they're only paying, 0.03, which many of the big banks are doing about that, 10 years later, that's only $30 of earned interest, like pennies basically, according to investor.gov, this compounding interest calculator. Now let's say you go with a high yield online savings account and you're getting more like 3.7%. If you do that, suddenly over that same 10-year period, you've got $14,380. So it does make a big difference when we take the step to think long-term about our finances. Even in 1 year, right, 3.7% earned on $10,000, that's an extra $370 that you wouldn't have had if you're in the habit of keeping that in the bank instead of a high-yield account. So let's look at a few of the options that are out there that are easy to set up. So here's one from Marcus by Goldman Sachs. According to their website, as of today's date, they're paying 3.65%, which is just way higher, than the average bank. Here's American Express. They're paying 3.5%. And like all the good high-yield online accounts, pretty much you want to have no monthly fees. You want to be able to move money easily online, next-day transfers as much as you want in a month's time in a reliable organization. If you're lucky enough to work with an advisor or a firm that works through Altruist, they have a high-yield cash account that pays higher than the two I just mentioned, the two leaders. And they're paying 3.7%, which is lovely. They do it for personal accounts and for business accounts for self-employed people. And they have really high FDIC insurance compared to the others that are out there, up to $3 million. So FDIC insurance is what has protections if you have money in a bank. It's just like that, only here we're getting that high interest rate comparatively to a normal bank. And they're also currently boosting it to 4%. So from what I know, this is one of the best ones that are out there. Regardless, any high-yield online savings account pretty much is going to be better than keeping too much money in your normal bank or savings account. I hope that this video was eye-opening, helpful, and have a beautiful rest of your day.